Oh, that new day's coming soon. Oh, how I wonder. Really makes me wonder. What happened to all the plans that we made? Looks like they're all out of view. Whoa, man, every day life changes. The set it rearranges, and all the players change their costumes. Well, I know we need a brand new day. From what I see, we need a brand new day. Well, I know we've got to have a new day. And that new day's coming soon. Oh, how I wonder. Really makes me wonder. Where is so much of the beauty that we see? Now I'm wondering if it's all been a dream. Times they go from bad to worse. Seems it's all been rehearsed. We were standing here acting out the scene. Well, I know we need a brand new day. I know we need. From what I see, we need a new day. I really don't think we got to have a new day. And that new day's coming soon. Oh, how I wonder, how I wonder. Oh, it really makes me wonder. Do, 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 do.
Watch out, Mr. Diamond represent for Blouse and Skirt Promotion. You see me, I say, big up yourself, Lady Empire, Andrea and Rolly. Don't know, so respect on the truly, you see? Man.
With all the trouble in the world, so much trouble. With all the lonely broken hearts, all the lonely broken hearts, and all our loved ones slowly, slowly dying. I know we need a new day, and that new day's coming for me, yeah. And that new day's coming for you, yeah. And that new day's coming for me, for me. And that new day's coming soon for you. And that new day's coming soon.
Say yeah, 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 yeah. Say yeah, 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 yeah. Easy on your face. I've been all over the world. I've seen so many girls. Yeah. None of them no nice like you. Them can't walk in a usual. More beautiful than Halle Berry. Girl, you think not ordinary. It's a pleasure to know you. For you, there's nothing I won't do. You full of beer vibes. You make me come alive. In you I can fight with like body and slide. My inspiration, girl. You're my inspiration. My mind's starting clear. Now I'm a whole lot calmer. My burdens get lighter. All because you come on ya. Me know you are no pretender. A pure love for your agenda. Your touch is so tender. Girl, to you I surrender. You full of beer vibes. You make me come alive. In you I confide me like Bonnie and Clyde. My inspiration, girl. You're my inspiration. I'll be everything you need. Cause you a pedigree. Together we must succeed. No need to worry. You make life a joy to live. Everything is and Corey. I have so much love to give. Get ready to receive. I've been all over the world. I've seen so many girls. None of them not nice like you. Them can't walk in a usual. More beautiful than Halle Berry. Girl, you think not ordinary. It's a pleasure to know you. For you, there's nothing I won't do. You full of beer vibes. You make me come alive. In you, I can't fight. We like Bonnie and Clyde. My inspiration, girl. You're my inspiration. You full of beer vibes. You make me come alive. In you, I can't fight. We like Bonnie and Clyde. My inspiration, girl. Say you're my inspiration. This is how you feel. My inspiration, girl. You're my inspiration. My inspiration, girl. So you're my inspiration, yo.
Must be a special lady. Honey P, please. And a very exciting girl.
Yeah.
You gotta be a special lady.
Yo, Dean, sing some harmony, man.
Cause you got me sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world. Somehow I knew it would be you to change my gray skies to blue. And it was strange when you called my name. Ever since that day, I haven't been the same. Oh, before I met you, my sun didn't want to shine. Then all of a sudden, you slipped up from behind. Pop, pop was the reason in my mind. Must be especially and a very exciting girl. Ooh, gotta be especially, yeah. Cause you got me sitting on top of the world, sitting on top of the world. I was like a song so out of key. You came and gave my soul a melody. Thanks to you for pulling me through. I always lost, but now I win with you. Oh, before I met you, my sun didn't want to shine. Then all of a sudden you slipped up from behind. Pop, pop was the reason in my mind. Must be a special lady. What a lady. And a very exciting girl. Ooh, so exciting. Gotta be a special lady. Cause you got me sitting on top of the world. Ooh, sitting on top of the world. Playing for that special lady. Oh, before I met you, my sun all of a sudden you slipped up from behind. Papa was the reason in my mind. Must be special lady, and a very exciting girl. So exciting to me, baby. Gotta be special lady. Cause you got me sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world. Special lady. Ooh, she's a lady. So exciting to me, yeah. Gotta be special lady. What a lady. Cause you got me sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world. She's excited. Oh, yeah. She's a special lady.
What you say? Blouse and skirt. Blouse and skirt. We clean when on a dirt. Where you say? Miss Lady Empire. Hey, are you run the empire? Where you say? Oh. Lady Empire run the wicked away. Whoa. Blouse and skirt, we not come here fi play. Ha, it's Clear Angel again.
Imagine a world without love, and there was no rain to fall from above. Where will the children go to feel safe when we've got only faith? Greetings, people. This is your eyes, and right now I'm vibes in the place with Lady D and the Blouse and Skirt Link Up Show. Make sure you keep it locked. Your eyes endorse it. Well, I tell you, they feel it for the youths, them, you know. So much confusion, disillusion. Imagine a world without love. There was no rain to fall from above. Where will the children go to feel safe when we got only faith? But if I was king for a day, I'd take all the world's problems away. It seems we're at the end of the road. Got to have more than hope. 'Cause at the end of the day, it's only us who can make the change. I'm hearing so many say them feel disconnected and out of range. Don't want to see another life in the gamble. We've got to restore the way things used to be. Put back together our human family, spiritual roles in all this tragedy. Imagine a world without love. There was no rain to fall from above. Where will the children go to feel safe when we've got only faith? But if I was king for a day, I'll take all the world's problems away. It seems we're at the end of the road. Got to have more than hope. I hope that all can see the problems that we face today. 'Cause if we don't make a change, heroes of the minds will wash us away. Confusion and so many lies. Take time and realize life ain't no joke to take, but I know there'll be times when we make mistakes. Imagine a world without love. There was no rain to fall from above. Where will the children go to feel safe when we've got only faith? I'm asking you, if I was king for a day, I'd take all the world's problems away. It seems we're at the end of the road. Got to have more than hope. Imagine a world without love. There was no rain to fall from above. Where will the children go to feel safe when we've got only faith? I'm asking you, if I was king for a day, I'd take all the world's problems away. It seems we're at the end of the road. Got to have more than hope. I'm asking you, where will they go? Where will they go? Yeah. Where will they go?
Yeah, you know it's vibe, bro.
And always warm and fun.
Oh, I said I'll never be ungrateful. I'll always stay faithful. And give thanks for everything that God has done for me. Yeah. I say I'll never be ungrateful. I'll always stay faithful and give thanks for everything that God has done for me. Yeah. Oh, what a blessing when I wake up in the morning and I see when the sun rises. And I can hear all the birds them sing. And from the mountain the hail of the King. Tell them prepare cause this love I bring to each and every man and woman and children. Oh yes, we have to pray and also teach them. Make them know that God is real and He's the Savior. So I'll never be ungrateful. I'll always stay faithful and give thanks for everything that God has done for me. Yeah. I say I'll never be ungrateful. I'll always stay faithful and give thanks for everything that God has done for me. Yeah.
Trials may come, I may say trials may go, but I still give praises to the God I know. Whenever I'm down, He lifts me up. With all the blessings You fulfill my cup. I cried out to the Lord, and He heard me out of His holy place. Your humble servant, here I am, glad to receive Your saving grace.
I'll never be ungrateful. I'll always stay faithful and give thanks for everything that God has done for me. Yeah. I say I'll never be ungrateful. I'll always stay faithful and give thanks for everything that God has done for me. Yeah. Oh, what a blessing when I wake up in the morning and I see when the sun rises. And I can hear all the birds them sing. And from the mountain the hail of the King. Tell them prepare cause this love I bring to each and every man and woman and children. Oh yes, we have to pray and also teach them. Make them know that God is real and He's the Savior. So I'll never be ungrateful. I'll always stay faithful and give thanks for everything that God has done for me. Yeah. I say I'll never be ungrateful. I'll always stay faithful and give thanks for everything that God has done for me. Yeah.
I cried to the Lord, and He heard me out of His holy place. Your humble servant, here I am, glad to receive Your saving grace. Glad, yes, I'm glad to receive Your saving grace.
I'll never be ungrateful. I'll always stay faithful.
Oh my God. Have you
As street still girls, yo. Big fish, reading.
What's up? So Diamond represent for Blouse and Skirt Promotion. You say me, I say, pick up yourself, Lady Empire, Andrea and Rolly. Don't know so respect on the truth, you see? Man,
are you really man of God? Whoa, now, man. Are you really man of God? Whoa, now, Mr. Man. Are you really man of God? Whoa, now. Many more him a lot to focus down. Then yes, time 10 a magic shaman. Before we go here, he say him a prophet. At this event, the people every time down. The women turn them to death. And them have to come miracle in a church. Them not care about the congregation. The pastor get a richer when them get a poorer. Man, are you really man of God? Oh, now. Man, are you really man of God? Oh, now, man. Are you really man of God? Oh, now, Mr. Man, are you really man of God? Mama Uyenina, Esaweni, Indora Ujenina, Edaweni. Whoa, Friday, Danny, anointing oil. It's your summer, Danny, holy water. Yeah. Fake malam, so I chuck you one corner. Confess what I don't be so Genesika. You know, come on. Kennedy, Japan, watch out now, man. Are you really man of God? Oh now, man. Are you really man of God? Oh now, man. Are you really man of God? Oh now, Mr. Man. Are you really man of God? Oh now. Big nonsense, I call your member. But I sleep with the pastor in the churchyard. I see how the pastor mommy dress up. She a pump her hip boom every time, yeah. I look at children she a deal with. I fake them, I fake in a churchyard. Selling everything a churchyard. Them a give people coming and then a pastor me say, enough for them skin bleaching. What you see them a stealing. In and the name of the Holy Spirit. Give me the fire, make me bend and the evil man them me say, are you really man of God? Oh now, man, are you really man of God? Oh now, man, are you really man of God? Oh now, Mr. Man, are you really man of God? Oh now.
Lord, we thank thee. 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 Thank thee each morning for newborn day, where we may work the field of a new morning. We thank thee for the sunshine of the year that we breathe, oh Lord. We thank thee. Thank thee for the river that run all day. Thank thee for the little birds that sing along the way. Thank thee for the trees and the deep blue sea, oh Lord. We thank thee. Oh yes, we thank thee, Lord, for every flowers that bloom, birds that sing, fish that swim in the light of the moon. We thank thee every day as we kneel and we pray that we were born with eyes to see these things. Thank thee for the field where the clovers did grow. Thank thee for the pasture where the cattle may roam. We thank thee for the love so pure and free, oh Lord. We thank thee, oh Lord. We thank thee. Yes, we thank thee. Yes, we thank thee. Lord, we thank thee, thank thee. Lord, we thank thee. We thank thee each morning for newborn day, where we may work the fields of newborn day. We thank thee for the sunshine of the year that we breathe, oh Lord.
Here I am at the altar, tears still rolling down my face, because I'm trying to get away, trying to escape the madness around me. Lord, I need you here today. I believe I'm in the right place. I just wanna say, any way it lets me, Lord, it's fine. As long as you're blessing me, I need you. I need a blessing. Lord, I pray. I really don't mind. Any way it lets me, Lord, it's fine. As long as you're blessing me, I need a blessing. Blessing. Lord, I'm gonna stand right here. No matter what it takes, I'm gonna wait for you. Casting all of my problems, all of my cares on you. But I know you know what to do. Ooh. Lord, I want you to treat me, clean me, make me what you want me to be. Use me, improve me, so the world can see. You do what you wanna do, anytime you wanna do it. According to my faith, I believe it, I receive it. I'm not gonna move until you bless me. Any way you bless me, Lord, it's fine. As long as you're blessing me, I need a blessing. I really don't mind. Any way you bless me, Lord, it's fine. As long as you're blessing me, I need a blessing. It's fine, as long as you're blessing me. I need a blessing. I really don't mind. Any way you bless me, Lord, it's fine. As long as you're blessing me. I need a blessing. Believe in yourself, you can be the best, and reach for the top, nothing less. People will say that a bad things about you, obstacles in your way. Some of them know how to see you strive, none of them I wish to see you dead. But every day you step up in the light and keep the crown on your head. Some of them know how to see you strive. None of them I wish to see you dead. But every day you step up in the light and keep the crown on your head. I look at life with a different perspective. Pay attention, too much be neglected. Gotta give respect if you wanna be respected. How to trust the system is so defected. Criminal terror, human horror. Destruction, the road to Zion is so narrow. Cops on your trail, governments on your tail. Do the right to me, cause I'm not here to believe in yourself. You can be the best and reach for the top. Nothing less. People will say that a bad things about you, obstacles in your way. Tell you, just wait till you're not all alone. Live with the people out of keep
king on the throne. I'm not your friend because I won't come down to your stupidity you got going around. Be careful of the person you permit in your zone. Keep a small circle and protect your crown. A lot of people just want to see you go down. Not knowing that the blessings around. Well, them always see you feeding only on the power. I'm not around to help you in your deepest hour. So make yourself a greatest chance. When you stop out to a fear, believe in yourself. You can be the best and reach for the top. Nothing less. People will say that about things about you, but still see your way. Some of them know how to see you strive. None of them I wish to see you dead. But every day you step up in a life and keep the brown in your head. Some of them know how to see you strive. None of them I wish to see you dead. But every day you step up in a life and keep the brown in your head. Babylon, you see this world where you are mash up on the evil, them a back up on your lies, them a clog up in the minds where you are go. The people them get fed up cause them don't see you start a secret war, you are fight the revolution out for start up. You see them, oh, you see them, Lord, we see them dirty Babylon, we see them, the people them a suffer out the street, we see them, oh, we see them dirty Babylon, we see them. Listen this, you dirty vision with your media house can't stand for it. Curse the day when you brought me in a slavery. And I take black people for mockery. Don't judge to it, my people. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Babylon, they made this world hard to live in. Yeah, we are going to meet the King. Yeah. Soon and very soon. It's coming to the end, it's not a beginning. Yeah. Too much pain and suffering. Lord, we are going to see the King. Yeah. Babylon, them bring themselves and play away. Kill off some and a kill off away. Black time, pill them a flimp away. Back on the beast, them a bring away. Try them a try now, pick control way. Turn in a robot like in a movie. That the Almighty a control way. All them a go and them can't move way. Cause we are protected by the Most High Jah. No evil farm against we can prosper. My people, soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Babylon, they made this world hard to live in. We are going to meet the King. Yeah, soon and very soon. It's coming to the end, it's not a beginning. Too much pain and suffering. We are going to see the King. Yeah. Nation against nation. I that me see me said they could have fight pagan. I that me see our road will be the solution. I that me see and the British of the British have survived the revolution. Babylon distract with fornication. Eternal pleasure filled with follow back of Satan. Full of your full mind of your illusion. Remember, said the earth in the hands of the wicked and they're gonna stay strong. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. Babylon, they make this world hard to live in. We are going to meet the King. Yeah, soon and very soon. It's coming to the end. It's not a beginning. Too much pain and suffering. We are going to see the King.
Yeah, the ancient makers, builders and creators. Hallelujah. It was a ancient mother, father. Yeah, it was a ancient father, mother. I feel my ancient antiquity, ancestors. I represent From the scripture don't say so, and the structures likewise don't say so. Things embedded in the earth, me see them can't go negotiation, and me see appreciation for the nucleus of a carbon. Yet through nuclear fission, them go split down the atom and create an isotope. Another clone, yeah. Carnivore vampire, two-fang incisors weapon. Them go carve out the ground and yes, they go carve out the mountain. Grasshopper and caterpillar, them a bulldoze in your blood fountain. DNA reading to pinpoint your lineage and your origin is the new scenario.
Where you say, blouse and skirt, blouse and skirt. We clean when on a dirt. Where you say, Miss Lady Empire. Are you on the empire? Where you say, blouse and skirt.
Hallelujah. It was a said mother, father. Yeah. It was a said father, mother. I favor yes, and antiquity I ancestor. I reverence and cherish I Asian family, I Asian forefather. From the scripture don't say so, and the structures likewise don't say so. Things embedded in the earth, me see them can't go negotiation, and me see appreciation for the nucleus of a carbon. Yet through nuclear fission, them go split down the atom and create an isotope. Another clone, yeah. Carnivore vampire, two-fang incisors weapon. Them go carve out the ground and yes, still go carve out the mountain. Grasshopper and caterpillar, them a bulldoze in your blood fountain. DNA reading to pinpoint your lineage and your origin is the new scenario. To see who them come true, yeah. Fina Kava Manachan, Rastaman, Manachan, Congo man, Manachan, original, Manachan, creation, Manachan, Kayamagan. It was a ancient mother, father. Yeah, it was a ancient father, mother. I favor yes, and antiquity I ancestors. I reverence and cherish I Asian family, I Asian forefather. Umbilical root traces in the land of the Tigris and the Euphrates. These are dark purple blue faces. The ancient megalithic buildings and pyramid by creative hand that made it. The ancient Sanskrit and the ancient hieroglyphic, Phoenician symbolic cities. Them go gas up them car, figure run up in a Madagascar. Avatar motive, blue, purple, cinema image. It was a ancient mother, father. Yeah, it was a ancient father, mother. I favor yes, and antiquity I ancestors. I reverence and cherish I Asian family, I Asian forefather. The ancient architectural cities and magnificent edifices they build. The ancient language spoken like Islamaric gaze. The ancient sculpture depicting the atomic origin. Ayana, they are from the ancient Genesis. Ayana, they are from the protonic spin. Ayana, they are from the atomic fizz. Ayana, melanin. Ayana, carbon kin. Ayana, origin. It was a ancient mother, father. Yeah, it was a ancient father, mother. I favor yes, and antiquity I ancestors. I reverence and cherish I Asian family, I Asian forefather.
Imagine a world without love.
Watch out, Mr. Diamond represent for Blouse and Skirt Promotion. You say me, I say, pick up yourself, Lady Empire, Andrea and Rolly. Don't know, so respect on truly, you see? Mad.
Where you say? Blouse and skirt. We clean with none of dirt.
Woo. I want to say blessed good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you're tuning in from tonight. Blessed love, blessed love, blessed love. It's the 20th day of August and it's the Blouse and Skirt Link Up Show. And in the hot seat tonight, when it's a hot, it's a bit warm today. I would say summer show is head today. It's a bit hot because with the UK, you never know, you just never know. But blessed love, we got some good weather today. It was nice and warm. Yeah, so I'm well enjoying myself. Blessed love to each and every one that's locked on via Mixcloud. Hi. And YouTube, we've been live since around 6:45. I decided to start it early today, I had ants in my pants. I couldn't stay still. And I says, well, why do I have to wait till 7 o'clock? Who made the rules? Who makes the rules around here? I just started a bit earlier, just holding a vibe with some instrumentals from Mr. Taddy P, because it's that kind of a night tonight, yeah? Because at the top of the hour, we're going to welcome forward our special guest, Mr. CHRISTIE, yeah. And we're going to talking to him about his one of his albums out that he's promoting right now, Cool Reggae. It's an album of instrumentals. So I was getting myself all in the vibe, all excited. I love a rhythm / instrumental from anything, from any genre of music, an instrumental, or from reggae or dancehall, a nice rhythm. And it leads me to a question. What's the difference between a rhythm and an instrumental? I'm going to ask Mr. CHRISTIE later on. Hopefully he's locked and he's listening, aka Naturalus. Big up your blasted self. I spent this week, I was in heaven. I was in my happy place. Give me a bunch of rhythms, give me some instrumentals, and I'm in heaven. His album Cool Reggae is out now on digital download, so you can get it there. Speaking of Cool Reggae, this is just slightly getting off the topic. I was revamping some of the pages we've got on social media. We've got Dancehall and Clash Fans, which I now call Reggae Dancehall and Clash Fans. And we've got the Blouse and Skirt Link Up page, of course. We've got my main page. We've got War Angel live shows. And it just dawned on me, I can't spell. my sister inbox me says reggae is not, I always put the E before the A. You learn something. If I'm a bit dyslexic, guys, so I've got to wait 28 days before I change the name of the page. But I don't know why I'm talking about that. But I'm talking about that just to say that the Blouse and Skirt Link Up Show is live on Friday from 7 p.m. It's linkupradio.airtime.pro/. Put that in your browser. It gets you straight through to us. Yes. And the WhatsApp hotline, Texas only, please, 079-480-98782. The WhatsApp line for the Blouse and Skirt Link Up Show. It's not a dating line. It's not a hi lady empire, how you doing line. It's for the show. Just let me just put in that one out there. Wink, wink, blink, blink. Yes, I like I said, I was holding a vibe earlier. And then kicked off the hour as we do. Most shows we kick it off with, my favorite artist, Mr. Jais, and I got a retro one. Let's take off one of the old tracks that I like. Track entitled "King for a Day." And new entry tonight, Vibrock alongside Liz Tomlinson. Give thanks, and I want to say a special big up to those two artists, because there's what a track, what a nice collaboration, really nice, very uplifting, got me feeling good. King Jamo featuring Deeper Style. Are you a man of God? Brand new track as well for us tonight, and an old retro one from Mr. Ian Sweetness. We thank thee, Andrea. I missed the pull up, so guys, somebody remind me before the end of the show that we gotta find another Ian Sweetness track for Andrea. We don't want to upset her. And an oldie but goodie as well from Mr. Stevie Face. As long as you bless me. And one from Sizzler, from his new album, track entitled "Crown Your Head." Forgot the name of the album, but guys, I don't know if any one of you have listened to Sizzler's album, the new one that's out. Lot of rave reviews about that one, so we got to really check it out. And one from a favorite of ours around here as well, Mr. XL Black, track entitled "We See You," and obviously last week's guest, Ja Miracle. Let me tell you something, guys. If you have not got ice on fire yet, you don't know what you're missing. And I shouldn't even say that, because I know you guys have definitely gotten the album Ice on Fire by Jamerical, and I played the track tonight. My favorite track, Ancients. So and you see, I have to take time and pronounce the words for the album. I'm praying sweetly. When I say ever so sweetly, sweetly in the background is Mr. Jais off of his Book of Dub 2 album. And this is Pegasus. Oh, I'll tell you something. I'm in heaven tonight. I'm in absolute heaven tonight. Played a bunch of instrumentals. I think I've been a bit selfish tonight. It's a bit of a selfish show. Instrumentals and dubs and everything is coming out left, right, center, in the middle. So without further ado, until the top of the hour, I'm gonna play you some tracks off of Ivan's album Cool Reggae, and we're going to be linking up with him at the top of the hour, guys. If you want to join us on Facebook, we will be live from 8 o'clock, and Instagram from 8 o'clock. But until then, I'm so grateful for your ears on the radio. I want to say blessed love to you and you and you. I see you. I can see through the radio. I see you sitting down there listening, holding a vibe to Lady Empire and saying, Lady Empire, you chat too much, We want to hear some of these tracks off of Ivan Christie's album Cool Reggae, Lady Empire. Please, Lady Empire, please. So without further ado, once again, I want to say blessed love to each and every one. Andre Wentworth Smith, Chess Ford, locked on tight from early. Let me see, Josephine, pick up yourself. I knew this was gonna happen. I always end up, I shut down the Facebook and I forget who's logged on. But blessed love to each and every one that's listening. I know you're there, and I give thanks, Georgina, Lambert, Laurie Wilson, Vibrock, Gillian Robinson, CG Edwards. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for your ears. As we move, we're going to introduce you to some tracks from Mr. Ivan Christie. And the first track coming up is a track entitled Straight track 1 of his album, and it's entitled Stage Lights. Don't move a muscle.
Where you say? Blouse and skirt, blouse and skirt. We clean when on a dirt. Where you say? Miss Lady Empire. Hey, are you run the empire? Where you say? Oh, 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 oh. Lady Empire run the wicked away. Oh, 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 oh. Blouse and skirt, we not come here to play. Ha, it's clear angel again.
Introducing Mr. Ivan Christie. Track entitled Stage Lights. This is an instrumental album, guys. Off his album Cool Reggae. We will talk to him about it at the top of the hour. In the meantime, just enjoy. Entitled Stage Lights. It's nice and smooth. This track is entitled Living in the Footsteps. You're listening to Mr. Ivan Christie. His album of instrumentals entitled Cool Reggae. one is entitled, this track is entitled Skanking War. I like this one. Skanking War. Name of the track, Mr. CHRISTIE. Excuse me for ad-libbing over your instrumentals. I love an instrumental. Woo! La, 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 la. Ooh. Jeez. This track is entitled Jamaica Sunset. Reminds me of sitting on the beach in Jamaica watching the sun set. Lovely. Some reggae rock party going. That's the title of this track. Ivan Christie's album out right now, guys. It's entitled Cool Reggae. If you like your instrumentals, this is a must-have album. Here we go. Reggae rock party. Woo! Another one of my favorites, track entitled Make It Easy. If you've just locked in, we're listening to Cool Reggae. Some of the tracks off of the album by Mr. Ivan Christie. It's a lovely instrumental album. Easy on yourself. Ooh. Easy on yourself. Ooh. I'm telling you, I kept rewinding this one and love this track. Rainy night in Georgia. If you've just tuned in, we're listening to the wonderful album from Mr. Ivan Christie. Album entitled Cool Reggae. It's out now on all digital downloads. So go get your copy now if you're an instrumental lover. And this track is entitled Rainy Night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. Woo! Rainy night in Georgia. It's raining all over the world. This track is entitled Calm Waters. It's a lovely album, guys. Calm waters. I'm feeling well chilled. Absolutely lovely. As we We're fastly approaching the hours of 8 p.m. in the UK, that is. We're gonna get ourselves ready to link up with the artists in a few minutes. Time for you to get a drink. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Ooh. Yes, So, for those of you that have tuned in and thought, Lady Empire, what's happening tonight? What's happening tonight? We've been listening. I've played you 8 tracks from album from Mr. Ivan Christie. It's an instrumental album, if you like your instrumentals. And the album is entitled Cool Reggae. So if you go on your digital downloads and you put Ivan Christie or Cool Reggae in, you will be amazed. There's 12 tracks on there. I think I played 8 tonight, and I'll play the remaining 4, give you guys a little taste before I leave. Or definitely, please do. Please tune in to the radio station on Sunday. Anytime after 6 o'clock, we usually replay the shows as much as I can. I always endeavor to do that, and so far so good. Don't forget, guys, we're here each and every Friday at 7 p.m. I know there's a lot going on a Friday, and I'm amazed at some of you guys that just make it a date and you're never late. So I want to say blessed love for that. Blessed love to each and every one that just keeps it locked on the radio, whether it be on the radio or you got your choice. You can go on Mixcloud or you can go on SoundCloud. Not SoundCloud, I mean YouTube. And we're right there, live and direct. Right now, we are live on the Blouse and Skirt Link Up group on Facebook. So please, you can go over there and hold a vibe with us while we link up with the artists. So that's and we are live on Instagram. So there we go. Got that going on. That's going on good. Just check out the page. It's a Blouse and Skirt Link Up show page on Facebook, and also I've shared it live on my page. So guys, you should be able to link up there. Just come on, let's hold a vibe with us if you want to come on the page. Don't be shy. If you want to leave a message for Mr. Christie, please, you can link me up 079 480 98782. Get you straight through to me, guys. And please, messages only, guys, because we don't want to cut the link off, or we don't want to, you know what I mean? So there you go. So if you're on Facebook, it's the Blouse and Skirt link up page, and we're live right there right now, right there. So don't be afraid. And if you're on YouTube and you joined us, blessed love. Thank you for your ears. Thank you for your eyes. And thank you guys for everyone that shares the show each and every week. I really, really, really do appreciate it. And I'm also gonna go live on my page as well. So you're spoiled for choice tonight. You're spoiled, absolutely spoiled for choice. Um, you can't say that you can't see, or you're missing anything. You shouldn't be missing anything. Mr. Ivan Christie is our guest tonight. And guys, as I said, the album is out now. It's on all digital platforms, and I had a good little listen to it this week. It's an amazing album, and big up yourself, Mr. Christie. What amazing! For your instrumental lovers, you gotta love your instrumentals to really be getting into this kind of stuff, and you gotta love good reggae music as well. Good reggae music. Speaking of good reggae music, I want to give a big shout out to each and every one, all the artists that have been putting in the good work. You guys keep me busy, 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 busy. There's so many good songs, and everybody's working so hard. And the world, I think when the world opened up, it seemed like everybody just decided, you know what? We're going out there and we're gonna put in the work, and we're gonna keep this fire blazing. And it's so lovely. I mean, I wake up in the morning, and the first thing you want to listen to, you say your prayers, and you give thanks and praises to the Most High, of course, but you want some good music in your soul, something to make you feel good. And we spoil for choice. We spoil for choice, and there's room for everyone. And we just keep the keep the fire blazing. So for those of you, please, 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 it's the Blouse and Skirt link up page, because I've come off live off of my page. So it's the Blouse and Skirt link up page. Please, 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 tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'm also on Mixcloud Live. I can see you guys up there, and I can see all the messages going through. So I'm gonna try and link up with Mr. Christie now. So you guys hold tight, don't move a muscle, and hopefully as we had it last week, we keep saying technology is a hell of a thing. Yes, it's ringing. Oh, it's working. Good. Sometimes you get a bit of mix up. So bless up yourself. Big shout out to each and every one that's joining us tonight.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Christie. Blessed love.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, and welcome to the Blouse and Skirt Link Up Show. We've been holding a vibe to some of the tracks off of, well, I managed to play 8 of the tracks. I've spoiled them tonight. 8 of the tracks off of your lovely, lovely album, Cool Reggae, for the instrumental lovers like myself, or I say I like a good rhythm. But Mr. Christie, aka Natchless, do you want to introduce yourself to some of the people that might not be familiar with you at the moment?
Yes. Well, my name is Ivan Christie. Obviously, the author of the album.
Yeah.
Cool Reggae. And yes, I have been playing music. I'm a guitarist, and I've backed several artists over the years. And I started when I was young, and basically done a lot of recording sessions and so forth.
Yeah.
And that's what the artists over the time, and decided that it was time to do an instrumental album.
Yeah. It's a lovely album. Can you tell me, because I was having this conversation with someone today, and I says I'm going to ask you. You're the perfect person to ask. What would you say if I ask you what was the what is the difference in your mind between an instrumental and a rhythm?
the main difference between an instrumental and like a rhythm. A rhythm is something which you can put a song onto differently, where you have vocals, or where there's space. A rhythm doesn't directly have the a melody, right? If you have your what we call a rhythm track, this is like the drum, your bass, guitars, keyboards, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that gives you the platform for vocals or a song.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Instrumental now is basically taking the place of the lead vocalist. So as opposed to the lead vocalist singing words and like your verse, chorus, and so forth, and telling us where you're using words.
Yeah.
The instrumentalist, in my case, the guitarist, I'm doing what the vocalist would do with the guitar, but about playing melody and music, and basically doing what the vocalist would do, and expressing oneself through the individual instrument.
Blessed love. I'm glad you answered that question, because we were going back and forth and going back and forth. And I listen to a lot of instrumentals, and I listen to a lot of I work with a lot of rhythms, or you listen to dub albums as well. And I think it's only recently that I actually it clicked, it was like a light bulb moment. Oh, this is really the difference between, because especially when you listen to a track like Rainy Night in Georgia, a track that I'm familiar with, that I know and I can sing along to, you can see where the guitar or the instrument has replaced my vocal when I'm singing it. There's no space for me to actually, sing on it. So it's lovely for you to explain that. You see, guys, on the Blouse and Skirt Link Up Show, you learn something every day, for those of you that don't know. So thank you, Mr. Christie. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So 12 tracks.
Yes, 12 tracks. 12-track album.
12 bad tracks. Like loving it.
Thank you very much.
I listened to each track and I thought to myself, the amount of work that would have gone into this artistically to produce an album like this. Talk us through your role as the artist, because when you don't have vocals, I would think to myself, wow, there's no vocals, it makes it a bit easier to put an instrumental together. But when you actually listen to the album and everything that's going on, I'm thinking, wow, there's a lot of work that's gone into this.
Of course, yes, definitely. Well, my journey with this particular album is, this album was co-produced, or mainly produced by Stingray Records in London.
Yeah.
Which is the predominant, one of the main record producers and main studios putting out reggae in the UK at the moment.
Yeah.
And they've been doing some for a good while. I am one of their main session guitarists.
Yeah.
So what's called out of Stingray Records.
Yeah.
And so I had, over the years, I had played on many sessions. You don't know me, so you probably played a lot of tracks I've played on over the years.
Yeah.
So I played on many tracks over the years, especially with via Stingray.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a brethren of mine called Vincent Knapp inspired me to do an instrumental, and I approached Stingray about it. And so basically what we did was bring up some tracks were original, some rhythms that I played on before, and strip them back and then create instrumentals from them by me either replacing the vocals or rhythms which hadn't been vocalized yet.
Yeah.
And me doing my own thing on them.
Yeah.
Or even just rhythms what we built in the studio, which I was called in to do a session on. And in the midst of doing that, I was like asked to, this sounds like a good track for the album,
Mm-hmm.
and to basically play on this track or that track.
Yeah.
So it was a combination between myself and the producer and engineer of Stingray Records mainly.
Are all the instruments on the album, are they all live instruments?
So that again?
Are all the instruments, are they all live instruments when you did the album?
Hold on 1 second. I'm using that. Hold on. Yes, so that again.
I can hear you now, nice and clear.
Yes.
Are all the instruments on the album, when you're doing the tracks, are they all live instruments?
Most of them, yes. In some cases, all the instruments are live, and in some cases, I would say 99% of the instrumentation what you hear is live. I mean, they might not all be recorded at the same time, but it's all live instruments and live people playing. There's some of the tracks may have drum machine as opposed to a live drummer, and there's other tracks which is definitely live drums. But like most of the music you hear is actual people playing. It's people, other musicians actually playing. You know
why I ask, because it's such a clear, when you listen to it, everything feels like I'm sitting in the middle and there's a big orchestra in front of me. It was really very well produced. I really, like I said, I'm an instrumental enthusiast or a rhythm enthusiast. I love my rhythms, and I really did enjoy listening to them. And I actually tuned in. There was someone on Facebook. I tuned in, I think it was a couple of days ago, and they were actually playing I think it was Concrete Vibration or one of those ones. And I thought, wow, that's another thing I was gonna say to you or ask you. Did you think to yourself, wow, this is not a vocal album? Did you think you would have a tougher time getting it out there as opposed to a vocal album? Because I was pleasantly surprised to see that I'm not the only one that likes my instrumentals. There was playing it live, and I thought, wow, that's good.
I mean, the feedback I've been getting off this album is quite very decent. Because vocalists who I know have told me that they didn't actually know they would enjoy this album as much as they do, because it's something they can just put on in the background and listen to and just enjoy. Because the good thing about not having any lyrics is that there's nothing to offend anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's some lyrics uplift people, and some lyrics don't uplift people. So there's not a positive or negative in that way in terms of emotional content. The emotional content you hear is strictly from the music. And to the question you asked, was it more difficult? There is some opposition out there, because there's some people who believe that you have to have vocals to push an album to reach a sale. But then those people have forgotten that there's been great artists, whether it's reggae or soul or jazz, like the likes of George Benson, who before he sang anything, he makes instrumental jazz albums. He had the great Jackie Mitchell, right, from Jamaica, who was a keyboard. He made a few keyboard, organ and albums, where it's just, you know what I mean, with no vocal, and these were very popular albums. You have the likes and other Pablo, Augustus Pablo.
Mm-hmm.
He's very quite popular as well for playing the melodica.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So but see, you do have the opposition sometimes where they think you has to have vocals. So there's been that as well. But I have been pleasantly surprised with the overwhelming feedback that it is
love. It's been more positive, definitely more positive than any negative.
Yes, I was gonna say this album has proved them wrong because like I said, I do worry myself, especially when you about being honest with an artist or having a conversation with an artist about the music. I was explaining to someone I never really do an interview if I don't listen to the music, and I worry if I don't like something or I'm not getting something. How do you have a conversation about? Do you know what I mean? You have to like,
Yes.
how do you have that conversation?
Yeah.
And I remember listening to your album and listened to it in the background, and I remember it came to I think it was Reggae Rock Party, and I says, hold on, I think this is a first. I don't think I've ever gotten up and actually feel like I want to dance to an
Okay.
instrument. Oh, you know what I mean? Lovely, lovely vibes. Normally an instrumental, you put it on, you're chilling out. It's a nice, easy layback, and you're having a nice meditation. But no, there's some instrumental. You got me moving, Mr. Christie. You got me
I
moving.
hear
So
you.
so
Well,
that's
I
nice.
have to say, I have to give credit to some of the top premier musicians in the country
Yeah.
who play reggae, and not just reggae, but they, you know, was drafted in to
Yeah.
on this album.
Yeah.
So the musicianship you hear,
Yeah.
the quality of the musicians we hear is representative of the quality of the musicians which are on this album. Because the musicians which contributed to this album are all A grade musicians at the top of their game, you know.
Yeah.
So I was lucky to be able to even have the privilege to work with in the elite circles with these top musicians.
Yeah, should we do a little bit of a name drop so we can honor them, give them some, come big them up, because I tell you what, it's the album is hard to, it's one of those albums, it's hard to explain to some. You've really got to sit down and listen to it. And if you're into your music and you listen to what's gone into it, it's not an instrumental that's just thrown at us. It's an
Well,
it's
you have the likes of um well well-known producers, Mafia and Fluxy, right?
wow.
Who are Mafia and Fluxy, right? They are well known producers. They've produced many artists in Jamaica and the UK. They've worked with the top acts, you know, in Freddie McGregor, Ken Booth. They've worked with so the DJs, acts, and
Yes,
many
yes,
Bobby Digital Studios.
yeah,
I mean, they've worked with the greats. Who's anybody in reggae music, they've worked with. So
yeah.
they Mafia and Foxy have worked on this album. Also, you have one of the drummers who worked on this album called Trevor Fagan. He's one of the main drummers from Rough Cut Band. If you know
Yes,
the Rough Cut Band.
yes, yes.
Yeah. The Rough Cut Band is a band who has backed everybody in the
Oh
reggae
yeah, for
business.
sure. Yeah.
There's one of the bass players on this is Don Chandler, who used to work with the UB40 and many other acts. But another bass player who worked on this, Fish Brown, was also from Rough Cut.
Yeah.
The list goes on. There's another big producer named Jazzwad, who's produced many artists and worked with likes of Sizzler and Bounty Killer and all, you know, great names. You know, he's worked on this. I mean, I can call this.
Yeah.
There's a friend of mine, Cyrus Richards, from a band named Rassites. Great keyboard player. Another great keyboard player, Mackenzie, Adrian Mackenzie. He's backed literally everybody. Yeah, the list
And the list goes on. Well, big up to big up to everyone that worked on the album, because like I said, it's a meat and potato instrumental album. You got everything on there. It's and it's you know, it's lovely to listen to. So big up yourself. Now, can we talk about your playing of instruments at the moment? So
Okay.
if I was to describe, if I was to describe you, I'd say you're a guitarist. Yeah, am I right?
Yes,
Not a bass player. You're a guitarist.
that's right.
When did you decide that that was your instrument of choice?
Well, I don't. It wasn't really something I decided. What it was, is my father was a guitarist. My father was a musician. And when I was at the age, probably about 6, 7, he decided that he wanted to teach me guitar. So he just put the guitar in my hand and taught me my very first course. So my dad gave me my first guitar lessons. And so that's what really spurred me on to become a guitarist.
And what age? So from a very young age, and you just
I was probably about 7 when I first played the guitar.
Yeah. Do you play any other instruments?
Yeah, I play drums, keyboards, bass as well. Yeah.
And what would you say to? Well, I've recently. I'll say this to you. I've recently decided. I haven't gotten as far as I know the keyboard alphabet A till G. I know that. I've gone that far, and I know how to make a chord. I know it's 3 notes that make a chord, and that's as far as I've gotten. I'm really, when I say from baby children's level of learning, I decided that I'm learning the keyboard. Well, actually, someone that I work with said that as an artist, it's good to, even if you know basic chords, to learn an instrument. That you could sing. It enhances your performance. I've not gotten there yet, because like I says, when you're learning something and you got to get to learn what it's all about. So I haven't gotten to the sweet spot yet where I'm enjoying it, but I'm gonna get there, I'm sure. So if for an artist out there, or artists out there that are wanting to learn a new instrument, in particularly, let's say the guitar, what kind of a advice would you give them?
You have to want to learn it in the first place.
Yeah.
Because there's some people who they like the instrument, and they think they want to learn it because they like it.
Yeah.
Until it comes to putting the work in. So you have to want to learn it in the instrument. You have to want to know that it's not something you're gonna get overnight. It's gonna be difficult to start with.
Yeah.
And then you have to persevere to get through the basics, so to get to the stage which you eventually become to a point where it becomes easy. But you have to love the instrument you think you want to learn. You have to actually love it first. You have to love it first and want to do it,
And I was gonna say, not cutting you, I saw a video with you. So because I went on your page and just had a little look around, and you were just, I says, look, he loved that guitar. Look how he just hug up the guitar, and it's just so, it's almost, I says, there is, look at him, he loves there's love there. That's love. You hold it.
It's part of you, because your instrument becomes part of you, part of yourself. You.
And when you watch him, guys, if you're listening and you get a chance, you go on his page, watch him. When he holds the guitar, it looks like an extension to his arm. I don't really see you playing anything, it just looks effortless. It looks like you're just moving your arms. And I noticed that, and I said, I must mention that must take dedication and love, commitment.
Yes, you have to. Yeah. You have to practice. You have to want to do it. You have to love it. If you're serious, if one who is serious about learning an instrument, two of the main things, or 3 of the main things you need to do is want to do it, love what you're doing, and you need to practice. If you want to reach to a level where you can make music or be in a band or be in a recording studio, you have to practice your craft.
Practice, yeah.
Yeah, you have to practice your craft and know that's what you want to do.
Really, really nice. I would think that during your career you must have worked with so many. I mean, as far as artists goes and being part of a project. What's some of the artists I would say that maybe influence you or that you enjoy working with?
Well, The list is there. I mean, I've worked with Ken Booth,
Yeah.
and I've worked with Freddie McGregor. I've worked with Alton Ellis when he was alive. I've I've toured and supported Jimmy Cliff.
Oh.
Yeah, I have. I've worked him back to Christopher Ellis, Alton Ellis' son,
Yeah.
and Trey Ellis is another son of Alton Ellis's.
Yeah.
And I have worked and backed almost every UK reggae artist in the UK.
Yeah.
But most of them, there's very few in the UK who I haven't actually worked, because I have been an integral part of the Giants of Lovers Rock at the Indigo O2, which was normally held annually, and so everybody who's, especially in the Lovers Rock industry, anybody I would have actually worked with them at some stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but in terms of being an influence, I wouldn't go as in particular call out one particular artist. I would say I was more influenced by a genre of music, as far as rock steady and the reggae, so especially Alton Ellis, Ken Booth, they're definitely artists who influenced me in terms of the music they produced.
Yeah.
So, and of course Bob Marley, but I never actually worked with him. But in Alton Ellis, Ken Booth in particular, the style of music they created, especially in the late 60s, early 70s, the way the music was recorded from studio and in particular, the way I play would have been Gregory Isaacs as well. You know what I mean? Dennis Brown.
Yeah.
Those instruments, those recordings would have influenced the way I play. But it's not just reggae music I was influenced by, but because in terms of influencing of my playing, I also listen to the likes of George Benson, B.B. King, and artists like that. Nile Rodgers. I used to listen to all these kind of people as well.
Yeah. I guess as a guitarist, you've got a wide scope to sort of you can play with. I suppose you can play with anyone as long as they're doing a live show is what I'm saying. Your talent is not limited to one genre, so that's good.
No, I mean, obviously, I was kind of born into reggae, and I love that authentic reggae. I love that the most. But as I said, I'm not limited to one genre at all, because I grew up listening to Earth, Wind and Fire, funk and soul and that kind of stuff as well. And as I said, like the George Bensons, I listened to Flop Church and West Montgomery and all these other kind of artists, right? Especially, and Earth, Wind and Fire, as I mentioned before, Frankie Beverly and Maze, those type of artists, Bobby Womack, Luther Vandross. I listened to all of those when I was growing up as well.
I could imagine. So, this album, when was this album out, and what are you working on next? What are you working on?
Well, the album was originally released May last year, but because of the pandemic and everything, it didn't really get a chance to take off. Even though there's lots of positive feedback, it didn't even get this just juice, because there was never an official album launched.
Okay.
Because there was a plan to release the album, but when we didn't put back the date of the release of the album, because we was working on it for a good couple of years now. So when the album was released, nobody ever thought that the pandemic was gonna be for so long. So it was originally released last year, and I thought to myself, a lot of people have been telling me good things about the album and how they like it. So I thought to myself, it's got a lot of life left in it.
Oh,
So
for sure. Oh, we this is the nice thing about this album is this album will be fresh 10 years from now.
yes,
You know, it's always going to be fresh, and that's the nice thing about this. It's different than a vocal album. It
that's right.
doesn't, you don't have the pressure to think, oh, I've got a shelf life, or I got to put out another album and this one is still not doing so well. This one will
Yeah,
always be there. You can always be able to listen to an instrumental. That's never going to get old. So
right. So I took the initiative now to try and put some new life into pushing it out there again, because there's a lot more who didn't know about it originally last year. A lot more people know about it now. You know, there was a poll earlier this year in June,
yeah.
which was like there were 63 albums entered into this chart to say what was the best album of reggae album of 2020.
Yeah.
And without it's a voting system as well. And without no push, because I didn't even realize I was entered into this voting poll.
Yeah.
Until the actual day of its closing. And without no promotion and no pushing from me, I was surprised that it was number 9. It was voted number 9 as like the best album of 2020.
Wow.
You know?
Wow. I'm telling you, I was pleasantly surprised. When I first, because when I got the album, I listened to it, but I didn't listen to it knowing the names of the tracks, because how I got the tracks. So I went on Apple Music, and then I bought the album and to listen to the album. So then I got to put the names to the tracks and listen to it in a different kind of a way. And I listened to it, and I listened to it again, and I says, you know what? As far as instrumentals go, this is going to be an album I'm going to play for a long, long time, because I'm always, I like that music that I can wind down to. And I like that music that I can also wind up to, because like I said, it's got some up-tempo ones. And I also like the fact that I had to park the little vacuum at the side when I was listening to reggae rock party and have a little dance as well, because you kind of get into a kind of a vibe. It says it is a lovely, lovely album, feel good album. I'm going to encourage everyone, please go out and get it. It's out now on all digital downloads, and I'm happy for you. You should be ever so proud of this project, and I'm looking forward to more of the same, because like I said, I love an instrument. I can't wait for you to do another one.
Yeah, well, I would definitely embark on doing another one. I mean, the album's also available on CD.
Yes.
But if anybody wants a CD, it's not through Amazon or any of the other mediums.
Yeah.
But they have to, if you go on my website, which is naturalistmusic.com, naturalistmusic.com, my contact details there, and if they just link me, then I can, I can get them a CD, because there's hard copies as well. I have hard copies. It's limited amount of hard copies.
Good. Great. So that's good. So for all you guys, you're not limited for those of you that can't go to the download site. Definitely get in touch. We want to take this time out as well to say a special thank you to Chess Ford for making this link up possible, because I haven't heard from, you only know that an artist is a big artist when you're going to interview them, and everybody's sort of like, everybody's sharing it up, everybody's bigging up the promo during the week. And sometimes I always ask people when they come on the show, it doesn't matter how big you are or small you are, to introduce yourself, because you don't know who knows you and who doesn't know you. And it's a pleasure to meet you. It's the first time I haven't been familiar with your music or your, what you've done before in your work. And I took the time out to do a little bit of looking around, and I thought, wow, right here in the UK, we have got the level of talent we've got here that the likes of myself, we don't know that we have, or it's undiscovered. And sometimes we get locked into a particular genre of music or a particular style of music, and it's only when you I encourage everybody tonight to open up their repertoire to listening to instrumentals and listening to a different kind of vibe, because it's absolutely amazing. Like yourself, Mr. Christie, this is the part of the show where I would ask the artist to sing us a little a cappella. We can't do no singing. We can't do no singing. We should have got you to get the guitar and strum two strums for us, but you know what?
We can do probably on another time when it's
Yes,
with me.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
And
saying.
yeah, because obviously I'd have to set that
Yes,
all up in
yes, yes,
advance.
yes.
Yeah, but before we I mentioned my website, not just music,
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna spell it so so
Yes,
people will know where to go.
yes.
So the spelling for Naturalus is NATCHYLUS. That's naturalustmusic.com. NATCHYLUS.
Yes, because I spelt it wrong. I spelt it with a U. So guys, it's CHY, not CHULUS. Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. Is there, can you let everyone know where they can find you on social media?
Yes, you can find me on Facebook. I just type in my name, Ivan Christie. I don't go by Naturalist on Facebook, so it's Ivan Christie, and you will find me on Facebook. And Instagram, Ivan Christie, Ivan not Christie 50 or something, or 50 Christie Ivan Ivan not Christie 50, right? But yeah, so Instagram, Facebook is where you find me on social media, and YouTube. You also find me on YouTube. Just type in Christie on YouTube, or if you look on Ivan Christie Cool Reggae, you'll find me on YouTube. I'm on YouTube channel, and as I said, you can contact me via my website, which is naturalistmusic.com, and I also have a Facebook page, Naturalist Music, also. That's you can find me on all those platforms.
And also want everyone to know, I know we're talking about cool reggae. I know we're talking about cool reggae tonight. We're promoting that. But there's a lot of interesting videos. If you want to get to know Mr. Christie, do go on the YouTube channel. And when you do put him in on the digital downloads, there's so much music there and there's so much stuff there. It's a lot for you to get yourself involved in. Please, 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 once again, I'm asking everybody, please go out and support the album Cool Reggae. And obviously we want to get in touch with Mr. Christie and let him know how you just send him a little message and let him know how you're getting on with the album. I don't want to be the only one singing the praises. You guys go out there. Mr. Christie, we got a good audience around here. They'll go out and support the album. I always tell people, if you're not buying the music, you're not supporting the artist. And we have to push people to actually, in a day when we can go and just download something anyway for free, we've got to kind of encourage people how important the support is, even if you bought one of the tracks or two.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it's something that I mean, I went out and I just bought it straight away. Says no, I have to have this. It's just
I mean, I have a card. There was a current single release of the track of the album right now called Impossible.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is a single which is a release of the track right now.
Yeah. Okay, so just go check out his music and keep up the great works. Once again, thank you so much for your time, and special thank you to Miss Chesford for making
to making a link,
for making the link. And please stay in touch, and any new music and anything. I know we can get in touch with Ches, of course, but don't be afraid to keep the link and let us know what you're getting up to. And I want to be one of the first people to hear that. I know it's going to be a little while because you've just got this new one out, but when you get the new album. It's sort of a teaser, you know. Although there's 12 tracks, I know I'm greedy, but it you left me wanting a little bit more. So.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I mean, on another note, this is not a instrumental album, but I am involved in and co-producing with the artist Vincent Knapp. Well, I was about to release an EP.
Yeah.
You know, it's called the album. The EP is called "Who Is Vincent Knapp and the All Welcome Crew," which is the band I originally started playing in. And Vincent Knapp was the lead singer. He's the lead singer.
Yeah.
And we've backed many artists over the years. But he right now we're about to release an EP on the 23rd of this month. Right. So I have co-produced that EP. So most of the guitar you hear on every track I would have played on that as well. So if you want to hear music I've played on, this EP by Vincent Knapp and All Welcome Crew is something you would also hear me playing on.
I'm gonna look out for you on your Facebook page, and if you can tag me in when that drops, or let us get the EP. We'd love to we play it here. So
yes,
any of the artists that you're working with, if here's the place, or get in touch with Ches for sure, and let us have the album, and we'll be sure to look out for that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do a lot of work in the background. Look, I do a lot of work with the Reggae Star Factor crew, right? And so there's a lot of live. If you look on YouTube and the Reggae Star Factor, you see a whole list of videos and competitions and artists and concerts under the Reggae Star Factor banner, where I've also been involved in playing and performing. And if you go on my website, there's loads of videos. You see me backing like Max Romeo across the continent and stuff like that.
Yes. I managed to have a few like quickly, because there is a lot to there's a lot to see over there. That's why I says to them, go over, especially on YouTube. There's loads over there as well.
That's right.
And obviously the website. So you guys, you're spoiled for choice. Absolutely spoiled for choice. So, Mr. Christie, we've taken up so much of your time, and I enjoy talking to you. I get
likewise.
like I says, instrumentals / rhythms are my thing. Everyone knows that. So and they knew that this would be a show that I'm gonna be enjoying myself. Blessed love, keep the link, keep up the great works. And maybe next time we could set up something where we can get a little bit of live audio from you. We'll endeavor to do that next time. Maybe when the next when you're putting out your next project, we'll make sure that we set that up before. How's that? God willing.
Yeah, definitely.
Blessed love. Guys, so that was Mr. Ivan Christie. Like I said, album is out now, guys. Go give it some support. The album is out right now, and you guys, I spoil you guys tonight, and I'm gonna spoil you a little bit more. We'll play a couple of more tracks before we leave, but in the meantime, between time, want to remind you guys that we are here each and every Friday night from the hours of 7 p.m. And if you want to see me live from 7 p.m., you gotta go on Mixcloud or on YouTube. I'm trying to push those channels because sometimes I'm sitting there, no one goes over there, and I feel a bit lonely. So for those of you that are listening tonight, get your Mixcloud account up, and when War Angel, Lady Empire, aka War Angel, goes live on Mixcloud, come over there so that we can hold a vibe until we go live on Facebook. Now, if you notice tonight, and that's gonna be the call of the day, I'm only going to put up a video in a Blouse and Skirt link up group, because we've got all these videos flying around, and my main purpose and my aim is for you guys to get involved in the music and get involved in the artists. And sometimes it's all, people get caught up in numbers and who's this. I just want everyone to share the page, share the videos when we have the artists, and support the artists with love. I want to say blessed love. Once again, to Andre Wentworth Smith, my sister. She's probably upset with me. I didn't pull up her Stevie face, not Stevie face. I've got to find a track for her to play Ian Sweetness in a little bit while. But also tonight, guys, we've got Reggae Party from Stevie Face. We got some new one. We got The Future Man. We got Jay Niles got a new one, and Dre Blunt has got a new one. So guys, come over to the radio. Now is the time. I'm gonna ask either Andrea or Ches. Let me see if I can put it down here. I think I can. The link upradio.airtime.pro. I'm still live here for a little bit longer. So I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Facebook, and I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Instagram, because you know how it go. You know they're gonna be, you guys know that they're gonna cut off the music, and we don't want that to happen. So guys, come over and come over to the radio, and I'm gonna say good night and God bless if I can. This thing doesn't seem to be, this technology is just driving me absolutely nuts. But I'm gonna try and say so. Good night. Come over to the radio, guys. We're still live. Don't be afraid to come over there and get involved. The text line is going to stay open until the end of the show. The telephone number is 079-480-98782. Gets you straight through to me. I know I didn't say that right. 079-480-98782. Once again, thank you to Puzzle Piece Promotion. Chess Ford, who's putting in the good work over there, and thank you for Andrew Wentworth Smith for meeting and greeting everyone, and for sharing up the page as we do. Start off with a new one from Stevie Face, and this track is entitled Reggae Party.
I tell you, Mrs. Gang, if you're gang, rubber duck till a morning. So me say, line up the canty, them and come right now. Party over there, so we are going done right now. Sweet reggae music I play, and it's the only place I really wanna be. So me say, roll up the chalice, them and come right now.
Brand new one from Stevie Face this week, brand new to us, track entitled Reggae Party.
Reggae music.
Once again, blessed love to Mr. Ivan Christie.
Only place I really wanna. When the bassline drop with a big fat girl,
go support him, wicked album.
And the singer like a soup in a bat, can't even talk right now, cause the girl him have me one lock. When the bassline drop with a big fat girl in a lap, bubble pan the singer like a soup in a bat, can't even talk right now, cause the girl him have me one lock down. It's a reggae party where everything nice. Beer Dennis Brown, berry salmon all night. Nobody love us, everything is alright. Good reggae music till the morning light. In another party where everything sweet. Chalice it and bun 7 years and you beat. Nice reggae music make you skank off your feet. That's all I wanna do right. When the bassline drop with a big fat girl in a lap, bubble pan the singer like a soup in a pot, can't even talk right now, cause the girl him have me one lock. When the bassline drop with a big fat girl in a lap, bubble pan the singer like a soup in a pot, can't even talk right now, cause the girl him have me one lock down. Everybody just a rock and come in now. Big sound string up in a the scheme now. Mama Carol, them a rock and come in now. Oh, what a irie vibes. I'm glad to be alive. Them a rock and come in now. Yes, Sister Nancy on the scene now. Everybody just a skank and come in now. Oh, what a irie vibes. When the bassline drop with
a reggae vibes music, yeah. Come to teach the youth there.
brand new one from Sizzler. Track entitled Get Out of Babylon System.
Don't trust no Babylon, cause Babylon not like you. Don't fear no wicked man, cause wicked man them not righteous. No matter where you see a go, a time for we rise up. Them things say are them alone, but everyone wise up. So yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system.
Title of the track.
Yes, you got
Sizzler Kalonji.
Babylon system. Oh wow, wow. Yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system. Babylon not help ya. Yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system. Oh wow, by the strength of the Almighty, you'll reach to the top. Keep working smart and pray a whole lot. The mission is to liberate the people, and that's a fact. Only truth and knowledge can bridge this generation gap. The people strive for a better life. You push them aside and that's no right. The people try every little thing, and every day them get a fight. Yeah. Yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system. Babylon not help you. Yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system. Oh wow, wow. Yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system. Babylon not help you. Yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system. Oh wow, wow. You sit down and wait for your break, while your life and your future is at stake. You think that them a go bring it come here. Them no know your Babylon now want see ya. Make the first move towards your project. The people them want food off the surface. I pray for the Most High. Guide each and everyone higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system. Babylon not help you. Yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system. Oh wow, wow. Yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system. Babylon not help you. Yes, you gotta get out of Babylon system. Oh wow, wow. Them get chased again.
Blazing fire.
I want to know.
The Future Man. Track entitled Hot Long Time.
Yeah, man, banana. Woo! Hot. And a cream and the drop down time, man. So them bad, but we bad long time, man. Rasta man, boy, trying to figure. Hype them a hype and a bust them.
Cream and the drop down time. Tell bad mind must stop, that is the wrong mind. We are Rastafari trying to figure. Look like they don't remember I and I no figure.
Hypocrite and bad mind could have never been the first. Hear them gone with their mind again. Beard in a island, powder again. Who back up a science again. Man a Rasta man, so me fire burn them. Fire we a burn some root down to cell. Wicked out them again, come down. Wicked out can't come in a me down. Man a cream and the drop down time, man. So them bad, but we bad long time, man. Rasta man boy trying to figure. Hype them a hype and a bust them dead.
Cream and the drop down time. Tell bad mind must stop, that is the wrong mind. We are Rastafari trying to figure. Look like they don't remember I and I no figure. Say no spiritual wickedness can't hold with. Dumb, or even try control with. Come, people up the wicked man harming. Future none of them can harm with. I like what's when we look at the compass, them so I'm with all around them want to throw evil power with. But as we drop through the spot, the up to shut the rock dead. We tell them,
Man a cream and the drop down time, man. So them bad, but we bad long time, man. Rasta man boy trying to figure. Hype them a hype and a bust them dead.
we are cream at the drop long time. Bad mind stop card that at the wrong mind. We are Rastafari trying to be dead as we trudging through this valley of the shadow of death.
This is a brand new one from J Nile and Patience. Track entitled I'm Next Official.
I am next. 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 We are the next cartel. A skilly bang. Music have to be till every DJ want to feature them. Me disappear by the time you count 1 to 10. Another chart is where you see my face appear again. Me find it hard to trust, no like to share a friend. Me think I blow till everybody want me feature them. Now have to touch a tool, 10 man I carry skin, gang. Now have to creep again, brand new clocks.
chilling on the beach again. Hot brown girl, 2-seater Benz. Chicago Mafia, bigger men. Jamaica jungle, sick a friend. 10 strap, but this on a bend. Touch ends go for them. Hollow tip up with them. Girlfriend go for them. The team healthy, strong like a supplement. High grade, pass the cutchy them. Yo, goofy, high grade, pass the cutchy them. I am next.
Brand new from J Nile. You know he always got the spicy stuff. J Nile and Patience, track in Thailand. I am next.
I am next. I am next. I am next. Them say me cool up from what they got me adopt the media. But tell me fans the paper at all when they kill a freezer. Them killer get a cheater, them cannot get a speeder. Scrap up best believer, patient is always the leader. Indexing up on the trigger, they say it will squeeze ya. Have to spend some time with me youth, the media. Me have responsibility, man a breeder, what a junior. Me a government and patient at the cleaner. What that do ya make me come in ya sick? Real stop false so not again. Patience they are good, show can't flap again. Promoter them attack, send them things shot again. Stick up in what again, cancel everybody's thing. That a sing for me song a play, enough it assassin. Come up a flip, man a king. We kill that allergy, every style, run the street, watch it free. I am next.
Woo!
I am next. I am next. I am next. I am next. I am next.
For another than yard. For another. For another.
This track's entitled Foreign Harder Than Yard.
For another.
So them say
bills have to pay, you have to have your stay. You can't come up foreign and I go like you a play. Everything costs some money, every blasted day. Everything where you are buy, you have to have the money and you know it's no lie. You have to have a link or a connection before you can stand up firm and strong. Cause bills have to pay all day long. Them want council tax, them want rent, them want light bill, them want water and them want TV license. Them want a lot of money from you. So if you're not working, what you gonna do for another than you? No future live it like fraud, because foreign so hard. My people, so when you see me in a foreign, I can't send you something, I can't give you nothing, no cost me like that. Me still a try hard, to help out my friend and my yard, to help out my mama and my papa and my auntie and my uncle and my sister in a yard. Foreign so hard. Some man and woman, them have to sleep on chair. And when the snow out there, them have to still out there, cause them don't got nowhere. Cause the money not run, foreign and no fun, no life gone down.
brand new one from Dre Blunt. Track entitled File For Me. Dre Blunt, what you say?
Oh, go on, daddy, you not file for me. Down a yard, you get too wild for me. Right now, me no like how things look for me. Them tell my friend life little most them took for me. Please, me, I beg your daddy file for me. Because the place I get too hostile for me. Right now, me no like how things look for me. Them tell my friend life little most them took for me. Every day, them and them bust out a head down ya. You know what you news? Be blood a shed down ya. From you go away, they say you a go send for me. What you a do? You a go wait till me dead down ya. Me I tell you say the thing I get hot on me. I mean no one no police catch me with the strap on me. But some boy want put gunshot on me. Me I hope I no turn your back on me. Walk on daddy you not file for me. Down a yard you get too wild for me. Me I tell you me no like how things look for me. Them tell my friend life little most them took for me. Please me I beg your daddy file for me. Because the thing I get too hostile for me. Right now me no like how things look for me. Them tell my friend life little most them took for me. Daddy, me just want get a way out. Because my life in a danger, day in, day out. Me want go through the airport. Too much nights me see my yard and have to stay out. Me grow rough, me can't pretend the thing. From a boy boy this me have to defend the thing. Me love my life, me no want dead in this right now upon you, me a depend me king. Walk on daddy and a file for me. Down a yard, yeah, get too wild for me. Right now, me no like how things look for me. Them tell my friend life little most them took for me. Please, me, I beg you that the file for me. Because the place I get too hostile for me. Right now, me no like how things look for me. Them tell my friend life little most them took for me. Every day, the man them bust out a head down, yeah. You know what you news? Be a blood and shed down, yeah. From your go away, they say you are gonna send for me. What you a do? You are gonna wait till me dead down, yeah. Me I tell you, say the thing I get hot on me. I mean, no one no police sketch me with the strap on me. But some boy want put gunshot on me. Me a who up on a turn, you turn your back on me. Walk go under the and a file for me. Walk go under the and a file for me. Down a yard, yeah, get too wild for me. Down a yard, yeah, get too wild for me. Please, me a beg you that the file for me. Please, me a beg you that the file for me. Down a yard, yeah, get too wild for me. Down a yard, yeah, too hostile for me.
Avec Jonathan Amir.
Brand new one from Maxi Priest.
Babylon s'effondre, Babylon tombe. Babylon tombe.
Babylon s'effondre.
Babylon s'effondre. Babylon s'effondre, Babylon tombe. Babylon tombe.
Peu de gens réalisent notre valeur sur cette terre. Tu piges un pêcheur capitaliste dans une part du trophée pour mieux t'aveugler. Oui, cela doit cesser, c'est trop étrange. Réclamons la semence, grandir à contresens. Ouais, les empires s'écrouleront et s'effaceront. Où nous allons devoir changer. On verra déjà.
Babylone s'effondre. Babylone s'effondre. Babylone tombe. Babylone tombe. None of them can stop this fire. Feel
Mr. Maxi Priest.
Turn it up.
I like the work he's putting out recently. Some new stuff, new sound.
Standing firm when I ease up.
Same vibe.
Just like a volcano bubbling over.
I like his style nowadays. Maxi, please pick up yourself.
Revolution divine. Jaja give us the sign. Yeah. Who got the ears and let them hear. Here we go again. Will it ever end? Politics, monumentum of injustice, it just can't stand. Fire and go bump on your idiot plan. So you better.
We must have a Maxi Priest night.
Babylon s'effondre. Babylon s'effondre. Babylon tombe. Babylon tombe. Babylon s'effondre. Babylon s'effondre. Babylon tombe. Babylon tombe. Babylon s'effondre.
Let me feature some ladies.
Ici Maxi Priest avec.
This is Lady Lenka. Look out for us being in conversation really soon in a couple of weeks. Lady Lenka, let me feature some ladies. This track is entitled Woman with Pride. Lady Lenka.
If you see me and I'm walking tall, you see me with my head high. I don't mind you talk to me, just don't talk to me anyhow. And if you like the dress I wear, and you like to say thing or two, go ahead, I don't mind. Just remember who's in front of you. I
Yes, I am a woman. Yes, I
I'm a woman. Woman.
Love this track. Pick up Lady Lenka.
I am a woman, I wear my badge with pride. No, I'm not perfect, I don't tell a lie. I hold my own, oh God, I'm proud. Like Billy said, God bless the child who's got her own and stand firm on the ground. No matter what you do, your style don't stop me as a guy.
Yes, Lady Lenka. This is a new one to us. This is Cassandra London. Feature some ladies tonight.
Yeah, you know.
Have you ever known what it's like to be a slave? Have you ever realized that you will never know your name? Have you ever had to try twice as hard just to be alright? This ain't never been right. Have you ever grown up in so cold, dirty skin, hating your hair, hiding behind weave? How don't you look so unprofessional? How can you ever think that this is successful? I wanna know. I wanna know.
I wanna know, yeah.
Tracking title, I wanna know. This is Cassandra London.
They say I wanna know. Oh, I wanna know. Yeah, you know. You wanna know. How do you feel to see corruption at this stage? How do you feel to see us living lower than minimum wage? How do you feel to see young girls having babies and them not come of age? How do you feel to see the people living in rage? Hoping one day won't come when the system will change. Have you ever felt the feeling of being treated like men, trying to engage, but you're stuck within rage for 4,000 years in a shackles in a cage? Lost your identity, please seal your page. You ever stop to think about your deceiving ways? How you have the people keep repeating phrase? Oh, the Britannica, you never go take a page. Now the push come to shove and justify your flame. They say I wanna know, yeah, yeah.
Nice track. I wanna know.
I wanna know, yeah, you know. You wanna know.
Enters Miss Lila Ike, tracking title Batty Rider Shorts. I'll tell you something, this track tough.
I see them dealing with the youth, them like an asset. Selling out without us, we put money in them pocket. On the youth, them lock it long before them in them teens. teens. No English, mathematics, just somatic in them genes. Say that the regime, autocratic with the scheme. Cycle now go stop it as dramatic as it seems. Our children, them have dreams in their eyes and see the gleam. We need to make them know so them are king and them are queen. When the little girl I walk, just slower make she pass. Every day you want your dirty big man friend I talk about her, but you ride a shot. So no one fi take it off. I lurking at the dark of them, you think you get me cross. Mommy, where is your daughter? Oh, Papa, where is your son? What's gonna happen to a future when with that?
You now for ask me twice. Pull it up, yes. Batty Rider Shots. This is Lila Ike. The tune tough. Like, whoa.
I see them dealing with the youth, them like an asset. Selling out with daughters, we put money in them pocket. One the youth, them lock it long before them in them teens. No English, mathematics, just somatic in them genes. Say that the regime, autocratic with the scheme. Cycle now go stop it as dramatic as it seems. Our children, them have dreams in their eyes and see the gleam. We need to make them know so them are king and them are queen. When the little girl I walk, just slower make she pass. Every day you want your dirty big man friend I talk about her, but you ride a shot. So no one fi take it off. I lurking at the dark of them, you think you get me cross. Mommy, where is your daughter? Oh, Papa, where is your son? What's gonna happen to a future when we thought that them now so we son of us gone? Oh, Mommy, where is your daughter? Oh, Papa, where is your son? What's gonna happen to a future when we daughters them lost so we son of us gone? Now if you really check the prayer from the yard, you bend the tree. The youth first teachers is immediate family, but mommy Africa no work that in a penitentiary. So what's it gonna be? Who's gonna boil the baby tea? Well, uncle on the work, now him there yard alert. Somehow him find himself under little under skirt. Traumatized I know, in the future on the line, I'm the lost, and him can't do what for find. Oh, mommy, where is your daughter? Oh, Papa, where is your son? What's gonna happen to a future when we daughter them lost and we son of us gone? Oh, mommy, where is your daughter? Oh, Papa, where is your son? What's gonna happen to a future? What's gonna happen to the future? Mommy, why?
Can't just play one Leela.
When you speak to me, I hear a song. Speak to me, I hear a song. Every word you say feels like a poem. I will take you with me everywhere. Listen to you every day. Oh, oh, my sweet inspiration. When I feel like I can't do what I'm supposed to, and I can't even pick myself up out of bed. You come around with so much energy, fill me with such melodies. Whoa, oh, my sweet motivation. Yes. When you speak to me, I hear a song. Speak to me, every word you say feels like a poem. I would take you with me everywhere. Listen to you every day. Oh, why are you my sweet inspiration? Yeah. And I never wanna say goodbye. This love that I'm feeling gives me life. Unstoppable like a runaway train in the night. I don't even wanna go to sleep. I won't take a break. This symphony is so real. It's so real. When you speak to me, I hear a song. Every word you say feels like a poem. I will take you with me everywhere. Listen to you every day. Must be motivation.
Naomi Cohen on the rhythm. This is a peace of mind rhythm.
With you, all my girlfriends they disapprove, but
you are. Yes, I.
You're my peace of mind,
mine,
oh
mine. Yes, I.
But they criticize. Why, ooh, why? So not him nice, so nice, so nice, so nice. Never catch a vibe that felt so right. When you're not around, I close my eyes and fantasize. Lord, him sweet, so sweet, so sweet, so sweet. Every time him pass me skin, me teeth. Me at the melody and him at the beat. That's how we do it. Do you remember every word your eyes spoke to me? The sweetest surrender. Thought that I would grow so weary, the love gets better. Now my girlfriends, they see it too. The glow on my face is because of you. You're my peace of mind, mine, oh, mine. It's Havana. Ever think about the way we walking toward destruction we ignore?
This is Savannah on the rhythm.
Things we
track entitled Harlem Full
are appalling, but we get so amused every time. Now I'm not trying to preach it, but it's a fact we ignore the truth. Get things right around where our roots. Do you see? See how we're falling? See how we're stalling? Don't you feel how we're falling? See how we're stalling? But energy all and pull, just like the beat of movie. One big bad exclusive. We make evil a use. All and pull, just like the beat of movie. A big bad exclusive. We make evil a use. Don't be used. Don't be used. It is not enough for us to talk. No, it is not enough. If you know better, do better every time. If you want to be extraordinary, you can't live comfortable, make sacrifices. I'm not trying to preach it, but it is like we forgot the truth. Living as if we breathe life into. Ooh. See, do you see how we're falling? See how we're stalling? Don't you feel how we're falling? See how we're stalling? Yeah. Just at least. It's gonna be a good day. You're rocking from Sunday to Sunday. Don't now miss how we move. But just
Jazzaline.
Gonna make me rock and groove.
Rock and groove, rock and groove, rock and groove.
Don't now miss how we move. But just walk and groove. Gonna make me rock and groove. Them say, oh yes, I show off. Oh yes, I. Do you have little happiness in your life? Now you used to suffer in a day, whole night. Oh, some of my suffer for the rest of my life. Show up, make sure you grow up. Live a good life, that's if you keep up. I'm good some days, I'm a lay back. Me see the trouble, me I leave that. In my shoes, I'm a tank top. Yeah, in my jeans, I cut off from her foot. In my shoes, with some bright color socks. Time at boat, me not go wear no flip flops. Cause nothing now, miss how we move. a walk and a move. Come make we rock and roll. Don't now mess up mood. We just a walk and go through. Come make we rock and groove. Scrolling through my timeline, yeah. See a picture that I like, so I press double tap. That's quite fine to me. Sitting under the sunlight, listening to music that I like. It's gonna be a good day. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Because I live my life. Me, I watch me in on my side. I'll fit take care of me and mine. Don't have no time for no cast vibe. No, this how we move. We just a walk and a move. Come make we rock and groove. Oh, no, this how we move. We just a walk and go through. Come make we rock and groove.
Just want to take the time out to say once again, blessed love to Mr. Ivan Christie, aka Nachilnos. Follow him on social media. Check out his album, Cool Reggae. It's an instrumental album. Out now. Guys, support the thing. Please and thank you. Had a lovely evening. What you guys didn't know, I started a bit earlier tonight. I don't know, like I said, I had ants in my pants. Started a bit earlier, and you see it now, I run out of steam. But I'm gonna do a little something different before I go tonight. I missed one of Angie's favorite artists, Mr. Ian Sweetness. So I'm gonna play a couple of tracks from him before I say goodnight. God bless. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Scrolling through my timeline, see a picture that I like.
Hope I wish you a pleasant week, a blessed week. And all your wishes and all your dreams and everything you wish for comes true. Whatever you do, guys, make sure you do it well. If you love the artist, support the music. Go out and purchase the music, guys. We got to. Keep good music alive. So without further ado, play a couple of tracks off of from Andrew's favorite artist, Mr. Ian Sweetness. And this is one of her favorites, Willow Tree. I'll play that one. So good night, God bless. See you next week, everyone.
They say that once her tears are falling, the willow cries eternally. Cry not for me, my willow tree. Don't shed your tears.
Everyone on Mixcloud, blessed love. Thanks for staying with me till the end.
I found the love I've searched for. Oh Lord, I need your tears no more. tears are falling. The willow cries eternally, crying out for me, my willow tree. Don't shed your tears eternally, 'cause I have found the love I've searched for. Oh Lord, I need your tears no more. No. Now tell me, where's my weeping willow? And it will never be again. No. Crying out for me, my willow tree. Don't shed your tears eternally, 'cause I have found the love I've searched for. Oh girl, I need your tears no more. No. And she says hi. She says hi. Then I stumbled to the breakfast table, and while the kids were going off to school, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. She reaches out and takes my hand, squeezes it and says, "Oh, you feeling love?" Then I look upon her smiling lips. It warms my heart to see my morning sun. And if that's not loving me, then all I've got to say, Lord God, and make little green apples, eat, don't drink, and Indian apples in the summertime. There's no such thing like Dr. Seuss. There's land and mother goose, and the right. God in the morning, oh, I wake up in the morning.
Gotta pull this one up from the top for my sister Angia. Mr. Ian Sweetness, Little Green Apple.
She says hi. Then I stumbled to the breakfast table, and while the kids were going off to school, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. She reaches out and takes my hand, squeezes it and says, "Oh, you feeling love?" Then I look upon her smiling lips. It warms my heart to see my morning sun. And if that's not loving me, then all I've got to say, Lord God, and make little green apples, eat, don't drink, and Indian apples in the summertime. There's no such thing like Dr. Seuss. There's land and mother goose and the nursery. God in the make little green apples, eat, don't drink, and Indian apples in the summertime. 'Cause when myself is feeling low, think about your face to go and it eases my mind. Sometimes I call you on the phone, knowing she Ask her to get away. Bring me back a bite to eat. She drowns what she's doing and how it does. And I'm always there. She sits waiting patiently, smiles when she first sees me, 'cause we were made that way. And if that's not loving me, then all I've got to say, so gotta make little green apples, it don't drink, Indian apples in the summertime. There's no such thing like Dr. Seuss. There's the land and Mother Goose and the moon's rise. Gotta make little green apples, it don't drink, Indian apples in the summertime. 'Cause when myself is feeling low, think about your face, it's gonna ease my mind. Sometimes I call her on the phone, knowing she's so busy.
Wow, that smile, baby. That smile. When your eyes shine features of time for us, I'm at the club. When your lips kiss, silence sweats, move the earth and shape my world. Nothing means as much. Your smile doesn't seem to touch. Your smile. Your smile. Oh, if anything I missed, your smile. Nothing could resist your smile. Your smile. In your touch, there's tenderness, sweet caress that soothes my pain. When you're lost and feel low, you are going to rise again. Nothing means as much. Your smile doesn't seem to touch. Your smile. Your smile. Oh, if anything I missed, your smile. Nothing could resist your smile. Your smile. In your touch, there's tenderness, sweet caress that soothes my pain. When you're lost and feel love, to you I go to rise again. Nothing means as much. Your smile doesn't seem to touch. Your smile. Your smile. Oh, if anything I missed, your smile. Nothing could resist your smile. Your smile.
I rise from the middle, I make sure that I'm real. Thanks, Heavenly Father, for letting me see another day. Christy gets for school and I send them on their way. Then back to the room to see you in lingerie. On the moon with you till our hair turn gray. All I gotta say, I wouldn't have any other way. All bills paid, couple 100,000 saved. My eyes always tell what my lips had never said.
The windows of my eyes reflect the mirror of my soul. I like my eyes closed in the morning. The story I can tell about the things that I have done. I like my eyes closed in the morning. It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. Every morning. It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. Every morning. My eyes will always tell what my lips will never say. I like my eyes closed in the morning. The story I can tell about the things that I have done. I like my eyes closed in the morning. It's a new day, brand new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. Every morning, it's a new day. It's a new, brand new day. Each and every morning. Ooh, Lord.
Good night. God bless.
My Lord.
See you all next week.
Ooh. It's time to say goodbye for now. We'll have a second time around, but before we go, there's something I'd like to say. Everything's not what it seems. There's a stronger force behind the scene. He's in our lives every day. He's right there when we call. In him is where our strength lies. I lift my eyes beyond the skies. Only he can save my life. Only he can hear my cry. I want to thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and to sing your praise. I've seen out loud, I've seen all day. This song is my prayer, I give it all to you. It can't compare to the gift from you. He gave us his love. He gave us his son. Oh, yeah. There's some who don't believe. Sometimes it's very hard to see. We live this whole life every day. Some things don't go your way. But to be without is not as we. There's a castle on 1,000 hills, and they're all yours to claim. Claim them in his holy name. See, you don't have to beg or crawl. You see, you stand proud and tall. He gave us everlasting love. Come to him as you are. I want to thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and to sing your praise. I've seen out loud, I've seen all day. The song is my prayer, give it all to you. It can't compare to the gift from you.